Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to True Telos Trading. Today is September 16th, 2025. This morning, we woke up pretty early. We woke up exactly at the open of the market at 3 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we have a trade on a B quality stock that we are green on. It feels good to have a green day, but it doesn't feel good to not follow that A plus strategy. So let's go ahead and get into that trade to see how we are green on a B quality stock. The stock that we traded this morning at 3 a.m., the ticker was FGI. Again, it is September 16th, 2025. The stock had no breaking news. As a matter of fact, it hasn't had news headlines since August. So this would be a zero here. The stock had a very low float. The float was approximately 520,000 shares, and that's well below our maximum of 10 million. So this will be a 2 here. It was trading above the daily 200 moving average. The daily 200 moving average this morning for this stock was about $1.25. We bought this stock at $9.44, so this would definitely be a 2. It was above 50%. As a matter of fact, when we traded it, it was close to 160% up this morning. So this is a 1 here. It was definitely under $10. As a matter of fact, like I said, it was $9.44 when we bought it this morning. This will be a 1 here. It was the number one stock at 3 o'clock in the morning because we normally, it is a bull market, so we're starting to see these things more frequent to have these stocks up as soon as the market opens at 3 a.m. to be up over 100%. So this will be a 1 here. And it was at all-time highs. The high of this stock that it has ever reached was $6.25, and we bought it at $9.44. So this will be a 1 here. If we add all of these together, that gives us a score of 8. And according to our True Telos Trading Rating Scale, 8 is a B quality good stock. So why did we trade a B quality good stock this morning? Just to explain it a little bit to us, or a lot of it to us, because this is going to be an explanation, because I have to explain myself. So when I woke up this morning to look at stocks, just one thing that I had in mind. I was looking at the similarities of the stocks that went up, was up 500 to 1,000% throughout this month and early or late last month, and I tried to find the similarities between all of them. What I did notice was most of these stocks that went up this amount in the morning had no news in the morning, even though they may have had a headline come out later on this afternoon. It seemed like the market was jumping on these things as soon as possible, preemptively. These stocks always had a super, super low float, like this one did here. It was number one. Right now, when I go to this chart, I'll show you. Right now, it only has like 800,000 shares of volume, approaching 900,000 shares of volume, but they always have a very, very low float. They also have a price that's close or has already surpassed the all-time highs of the stock. When we have a stock that is like that, it is called a blue sky setup. Let's go ahead and get into the chart to see how we traded this stock today. So this is our stock FGI that we traded this morning. So again, I'll go back here. Like I said, I'm going to have these on here just so you can see where I bought and sold this stock. I wish it put this marker on the spot, but I also have my order window. I'm going to show you here exactly where I bought and sold this stock this morning. So this is the stock in question. It popped up here at literally as soon as the market opened at 3:03 a.m. So I'm looking at it, and as it pops up, I'm going to mark off the all-time high of this stock because when it popped up beyond this all-time high. The all-time high was at 625. Marked off 624, but as you can see, right at 3 a.m. market open, it pops up past the all-time high of this stock. It was sitting all the way down here, just cruising along at about $3 a share, all the way back until last year. It made one pop up to $7.86 all the way back in August 2025. But that's the last time that this stock has actually made any big movement at all. So I'm sitting here and I'm looking at that. I see the super low float. I see that it has already surpassed the high of day. Like, what's making this stock move this early in the morning when there are no prominent traders that are trading any of this in the morning? So I'm thinking that this stock is going to have a news catalyst today that's going to make this thing soar pretty good. It's already past the high. It's already past the all-time highs. So why not do my due diligence doing this technical analysis of this stock and try to capitalize on some of this price movement? So I did choose to trade this stock based off those technical signals. One, it being already past the all-time highs as soon as the market opens. Two, we have a fair bit of volume coming in, even at this time right now. It's 3:38 a.m. And so I'm thinking this is a blue sky setup. This thing could go up just like the rest of these stocks that we have been seeing. Pop up 500 to 1,000%. This meets that criteria of one of those stocks that could do that giant move. So I decided to act preemptively to go ahead and jump into this stock. I used a strategy called breaking high of day to enter a trade on the stock. So I entered in this area here, as you can plainly see. So I bought for the break of this high at 11. Let me check and see where this high is. At $10.97. I was able to fill down here. As you see, MACD was going negative into this move. As it started to come back positive, that's when I started to look at this area to enter a trade. As you see, as MACD came back positive on the 1 minute, and it was also positive here on this 5 minute in this area, I decided to go ahead and punch the buy button to buy full position here. This is the type of trade where I should not have went full position because it isn't an A+ quality setup, but because it is a blue sky setup, which I should do a breakdown of a blue sky setup according to me, and that'll be a video that I can do later for us just so I can explain more. But as the volume picked up and as MACD started to turn back positive on this trade, I went ahead and punched that buy button. I punched that buy button at 319, and I bought approximately 248 shares of this stock at $9.44. It started to move pretty fast as soon as that MACD crossed. Like I want to say this thing went from 942 all the way up here to like $11.70 very, very quickly. I tried to sell as soon as it got up to this point. When I pressed that sell button, my order sat down here. It was when I pressed it at what was that? At 1097. It punched way past 1097. So that order sat right there on the window for a while. It punched past it and then it came back down and filled that order. It was a decent trade. Like I said, it's a blue sky setup. This stock hasn't been this high ever, especially at this time in the morning. So I don't know if this is something that I want to do on the regular because, like I said before on these videos, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning kind of gets in the way of everything that I want to do for the day. This is one part of things that I like to do for the day, but it's if it ruins the rest of the day, it's not something that I want to continue to do, especially if I'm not trading my A+ quality setups and only going on setups where it did work out, but it's not a super defined strategy that I can start to use. Maybe I should go ahead and define this in a way where we can trade these types of movements more often, especially if it's an all-time high set up on a low float stock that hasn't seen movement in what looks like the better part of a year or two. But nonetheless, we are profitable on the morning. Um, how profitable are we? We bought shares, 248 shares at $9.44. We sold it at $10.97. That gives us a profit today of $384.78. That's a decent trade. This decent trade in the morning, and that's going to be all the trades that we take today. I'm going to go ahead and get off here and go back to sleep. It's a profitable day, and we're going to get some well-deserved rest. Again, a profitable day on a B quality stock. It doesn't feel very good to trade a B quality stock according to my True Telos trading grading scale because I'm not as profitable on those in a bull market because attention is dispersed. But attention was funneled on this stock this morning. I'm guessing a news headline will come out later on today, explaining why this stock did jump up the way that it did. It was a blue sky setup on a low float stock, so we went ahead and took advantage of that opportunity to trade, and we came out on top. It's not something that I want to do without a super defined strategy and without letting you guys know everything. So as we continue to trade here in the future, we're going to further define the strategies that we do take so that we mitigate the risk on the account and maximize profits. Again, if you like the content that you see, if you like hearing me talk about these trades, go ahead and like and subscribe. I'll be doing this on a daily basis. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask me. As always, I am an open book when it comes to everything, and I have a million questions for you. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, and welcome to True Telos Trading.